originally like had nothing to do with the album. It was really just a song for me. I think still probably one of the most personal songs on the album, and the lyrics start off with like a bunch of random, I guess, objects. We have the Eiffel Tower, a rainbow, sunflower, and then we kind of describe like what those symbols kind of mean to me within the song. Then we go to the can we go back? Can we go back? Can we go back? Can we go back? And that's the chorus. It's literally just, that's how it starts off. But yeah, we get into the chorus, like, can we go back to those times? Can we, you know, kind of still just being stuck in the past, I guess, and reminiscing on those times. Then we describe more objects, plague doctor, book, there's a book in there, and then at the end I go, my canoe hasn't sunk yet. There's a sign. There's a sign. It's one of my most prized possessions. Now it's just kind of a thing I say, and that's my little bracelet, canoe. That's like my object. That's like my like symbol. Yeah, sure. Like if I was a symbol on the Bill Cipher wheel, I would be like a canoe. I think either that or like an axolotl. I think canoe for me is like that's my object, and I would love to own an actual canoe. I've never been in a canoe, but I would love to. That would be really. You've
cool. Never been in a canoe?
No, I've never been. I know, right? For how often I'm like.
What if you hated it?
That would be really, that would really suck. I don't think I think I've like, in my mind, I already like it. There's no way. Ideally, like, my happy ending, like, whenever I think about, like, after I'm done everything, like, what could I do and I'll die happy. I really want to take a canoe out onto a lake and then just
sink it?
Oh, no, I don't want to sink this. I thought you meant sink, like, S-Y... and C. I don't
What would that mean?
So I was thinking lyrics all day. So that's the kind of sinking that's in my mind. I don't want to sink the boat. I would just enjoy being on the lake, I guess. I don't know. But that's like after I like do everything I want to do in my life. But yeah, to get back to the song. So actually, the first song, the canoe, starts on the 6th fret, with the capo on the 6th fret. So it's, and then the next one goes down to the 5th fret, and that was, and then we go down to the 4th fret, and that's late night. Originally, the 4th one was going to be on the 3rd fret because I wanted it to go down as you go throughout the album, but then it ended up going all over the place. So the 4th one is actually over here, the calling, and we play on the 2nd fret. And then the 5th song, Beyond, is played on the 5th. No, actually, it's played just no capo. Broken is also, there's no capo. And then we have Middle of Nowhere. Has no capo. Alone Together is on that's when we finally go to put the capo on the 3rd fret. And then Timeless Lullaby is on the 1st fret. And then Escaped, nothing. Shift, nothing. Into the Woods, 3rd fret. So it's like it jumps around. But there was an idea in the beginning. In the beginning it was going to be 6th fret, 5th fret, 5th fret, blah, 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 blah. But after I wrote Late Night,
I'll do it this way.
My next goal was connecting the three, because there was the 3rd song that I wrote, and it's the 3rd song on the album. And I wanted to make it a narrative album. The next goal was that 4th song, I had to make it connect the story. There had to be a story, you know, at least the start of something. There was a really long gap between writing the 3rd and the 4th song. And so I got really good at playing the 3rd song, so I really liked that. I really loved playing Late Night because I could do it really well. And then also, I had an assignment for class. It was one of my finals. It was from like a feminist class or something. And so I wanted to write a song for the final because it was like so open-ended. So I wrote a song and I changed all of the lyrics to Late Night, and I call it Late Night Bimbo because it's about just guys being mean to women. A lot of guys suck. It's like the underestimated woman did something. She was good looking, and then the chorus is like, and then he called her a bimbo. He called her a bimbo. I got an A+ in that class. Everyone loved that song. Moral of the song is, don't be weird. That was just a side story about it. There's a lot of like violin, I feel like, or not violin, maybe cello. Is it a cello? I think it's a cello. I don't know. I was fiddling around with like string instruments. Here, playing through the headphones, but you can kind of tell. I wanted it to sound like more like hopeful, because when I look back at it, at like this time in my life, I'm like very happy, and you know, I wanted it to almost feel like nostalgic for me. I think I did that pretty well for me, I think. But I mean, just like the other songs, I wrote them all acoustically, except for one. There's one that we'll get to when we get to that I didn't write acoustically, but I wrote them all acoustically, and then had to transform it into like an actual like more fully produced song. So like the Canoe is just guitar, and I wanted to keep it that way, so I left it that way. Love Song for No in particular, there's a little bit more going on, and then Late Night is like there's like we have piano and stuff like that. It definitely like at first had nothing to do with the first two songs. It wasn't set up for anything, but now it now like within context with the rest of the album. There's more. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I feel like it was kind of all over the place with this one, but yeah. Now it's time for the
None of this is gonna be in the thing.
Now it's time. Now that I'm done talking about this song for now. Now it's time. Yeah. Now that I'm finally done talking about this song, let's cut to our weekly, every 12 days, our dozenly, our dozen a day. Let's cut to our endorsements.